Hello. I'm just relaxing in my house. Just relaxing and taking it easy. Um it's a quiet, warm Thursday night where I'm at. And I couldn't find a decent place to make this video, so I'm gonna make this video at where I'm at right now. Actually, I'm not in my house. I'm in the storage house in the dark. I'm in the dark. So in front of me, I have a flashlight that you see right in front of me. And okay, in this video, I want to talk about why people in America why people in America don't know how to talk to one another anymore. It's like people it's like people's it's like people don't have communication skills anymore. I mean, they don't know how to talk to one another anymore. I mean, it's like their communication skills are just in the toilet. I mean, and it's you got some people in America are just antisocial and just downright weird. I mean, I'll say weird and antisocial. I mean, I notice, like, okay, if you talk to someone, like, they won't talk back to you and they'll just ignore you, like they'll just ignore you, like for instance, okay, you'll say something to them that they find that doesn't make any sense to them, and they'll tell you that, oh, what you said didn't make any sense. And you ask them, okay, what did I say that didn't make any sense? And they won't say a word. They won't talk to you at all. But they'll point out to you that okay, you misspelled this word, and this is how you spell this word. Then you go and talk to them. They won't say anything to you. They'll just ignore you. And that's just a thing here in America. But I'm not gonna say all Americans are like this. That's just I think that just they're just the Americans who live in big cities. But if you go out into the rural areas, like the countryside, people tend to be more down to earth, and you can talk to them, and if you talk to them, they'll talk back to you, and you'll start up a conversation with them. You'll talk to them for hours and hours and hours. And I heard that I heard the people in the United Kingdom are like that as well. I don't know if that's true or not. I have a sub by the name of Damien. He subs to me. Um, Damien, I mean, you can share to me about you can tell me about how the United Kingdom is if you come across this video. Just leave a comment in the comment section of this video, and just tell me about how the UK is. Um, if the people are sociable or antisocial, just let me know. Also, well, I'm gonna add this. I'm also heard stories about the UK, about this northerner and southerner thing. Like, okay, the southerners who live in London are antisocial, but if you go up north, like in the north of England, people tend to be down to earth and sociable. Um, if this is true or not, Damien, just let me know. Okay, I'm gonna bring some more light to this video about people who don't know how to talk to each other in America anymore. Everybody's on their phones, everybody's on social media. Um, but if you talk to them on social media, like, they won't talk to you at all. I mean, you gotta be. you gotta be like them, or you gotta be in a group or a clique. If you're not in a group or a clique, you're on your own. And I kind of felt this when I first started out on YouTube. Um and I got some names that I got written down on some people I ran into on YouTube. Okay, they're a bunch of train wrecks. They're a bunch of freaks, and well, some of them are freaks, some of them are not. I have all their thumbnails on this picture, so here they are. That is a nice band of that is a nice band of misfits. I say so myself. Not a good looking group, huh? A band of misfits. Okay, I'm gonna read their names out. Well, I'm gonna read their names out and tell you about them and the experiences I had with them. Okay, the first one is Tia Loves Ya. Tia Loves You is a black woman who is a racist. She hates white people and she likes black people. And the most ridiculous thing that she said about white people, she's calling all white people um cave beast, and I don't know, just cave beast, I guess. And she's calling black people black people who like white people as coons. Yeah, coons. So yeah, this all started when I ran across her comment on this video on this channel called Advice TV. He's a black guy that does like the news for strictly black people, I guess. And I saw Tia Loves Ya's comment, and it was a video about a couple in Canada, a biracial couple who who couldn't live in an apartment in Toronto, that's in Canada. And because the landlord was racist, and it was a woman, and it was a white woman, and she didn't want them to live there because, well, the guy was black, and the wife was white, and the children were biracial, half black, half white. Okay, Tia Loves Ya saw this and put down a comment saying that you need to stay away from these cave beasts, the white people. You need to stay away from the cave beast and stay away from them. And I think that's what she said. Okay. My username at the time was Aardvark Ragnick. I just started a YouTube channel just to leave comments, and okay, I respond to her, and I said this to her. I called her a cave beast. You're a cave beast, and I guess that pissed her off. And she sent me a comment saying that, "Why did you send that comment, motherfucker?" And I said, "As well, you calling these people coons?" And we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She was just saying all her insults, like call me a coon and just cursing at me, saying all this profanity language to me. And when she said the word coon and calling like black people who are quote unquote are sellouts in the black community, calling them coons. I said this, well, the word coon is a racist term that was used by white people during the segregation days, the days of segregation. You know, whites couldn't be with blacks, and the racist white people were calling them coons. And Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was called a coon. And also the word coon is a short term for raccoon, which was used by Southerners here in the southern U.S. And when I put that comment down for her to read, she read the comment and commented back and said that no, coon means a sellout. So I went back and forth, and so I just stopped talking to her. Then I went, yeah, okay, sign out of my YouTube account and turn the computer off. So, okay, the next day I turned my computer back on, and I log into my YouTube account and saw her. She left another comment. She was just at me and at me and at me. She just wouldn't leave me alone. She was just all over me. And I remember that I went on to another channel, and this thing was a channel where I commented on the lifestyles of Beverly Hills, California. So I put down a comment talking about Beverly Hills and saying that I want to live there and I like it there. And this was the most strangest thing. Tia Loves You had her friend trolling me. They were both trolling me. Her friend, I don't know what her username is. She trolled me and found me on another YouTube channel. Found me on the YouTube channel that I was on, and sent me a comment saying that, look at this bitch. This bitch is barking. This bitch is barking. Then Tia Loves You sent me a comment and saying this. Wow, you still posting stuff online? Wow, get a life. Then I told her to leave me alone. And she just kept going at me. And then she called me a cracker. She called me a cracker because she thought I was white. So I told her I was black. I'm going to let you in a little secret. I'm black. You can call me a coon if you want. Then she said this. Wow. What was she say? Wow. I can't believe this. And when I lied to her and told her I was a police officer, she told me this. You can put on your uniform and be a cum bucket baby and have cum shoot all over your face and in your mouth. Then a lot of people came to her rescue and said that, whoa, don't do this, leave him alone. You'll go to jail or something like this. And then some religious nutcase telling her that if the couple who lived in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, he was turned away by this racist white landlord woman that the religious woman said this. I don't know what her name is. She calls herself Running Renee. Running Renee said this to Tia Loves You. If the couple was turned away, they can go to another apartment. Then I went to comment on Running Renee. She didn't comment back to me. She didn't reply back to me at all. Okay, I remember one day I lost it. I live in Texas, and I just lost my mind and just went on this guy's channel. Here's his thumbnail. His name is Rainbow Dash 72. And on Rainbow Dash 72 YouTube channel, he was showing a lot of police cars, and I saw this Texas Highway Patrol unit car, and I said, I just lost it, and I said, and I left down this comment and said this, I wish all Texans will die. I wish I can pour gasoline and set it on fire and let it explode. I mean, I was just angry because of because all the crap that I went through here in Texas. And Rainbow Dash 72 replied and said this: try saying that to a real Texan. Then I started getting all these comments from all these people to my comment. They were all Texans, and one said that what is wrong with this guy? Then another one said this. Then another one said this: you are a effing joke. I'm gonna pray for you. Then I got angry. I don't know what I said. Then another one sent a comment calling himself Hero and said this: you have a big dick. I doubt it. Don't come back. And after that, I shut down the channel. And all this took place before I went overseas to that cruise in Northern Europe in 2017. Okay. After I went on that cruise in Northern Europe and got on the flight to fly back here from London and from Southampton Bay, England, in the UK, after I sailed on this cruise ship to countries like Belgium, Norway, Germany, and France. I was on the flight and I was thinking about starting another YouTube channel. So I thought about the name to start a YouTube channel. Start the new YouTube channel. So I came up with the name New Manchester. So I said, yeah, I'll use that name. Okay, came back and I started the New Manchester channel, the channel that you guys are watching this video on. Okay. I started back in November of 2017, and I made some videos, and I uploaded some videos, and didn't get any views, but I used the channel, the account, to leave comments on the same video. Well, I left a comment on this first video on the Advice channel, the channel that I dropped the comment on and went back and forth with Tia Loves You on. So I dropped a comment on Tia Loves You. I don't remember what I told her. I told her this. Let's see what I told her. I told her, hey, I went overseas. You know, I feel better. You know, traveling overseas is good for the soul. You know, I'm not into all this crap here in America. I think that's what I said. I don't remember. And I got this reply, not from Tia Loves You. It was from some person named Dan Will. Okay. And I got his reply written down on paper. And this is what he said. Dan Will: another ugly black bitch who can't compete with them cave bitches. I will coon my ass off if you are all we have as women. You can't compete against that beautiful white goddess. No race of man something. That comment didn't make any sense at all. Like, he's calling me a woman. I'm not a woman, I'm a guy. I mean, hey, Captain Brandon Horror Lover, what do you think of that? You think this guy's on drugs or something? Yeah. Okay. Here's another person I encounter on YouTube. Here's the picture of that person. That is Amber Tino Ever. She just sent me one little comment on a video that I uploaded on my channel, and it's a video about me reacting to the Parkland, Florida mass shooting. And after I made this video, Amber sent me a comment, and she was telling me that the Columbine massacre happened in 1999. And when I went to comment back to her to thank her for sending me that comment, I told her how nice she looked. She didn't comment at me at all. She didn't send me no reply at all. So that was weird. Okay, here's the next person. That is Catherine Adventure Channel. I'm going to call her Catherine. Okay. Catherine sent me a reply when I replied on this guy's channel, on this person's channel, this guy's channel titled, his username is Eric Prince Orion. I think that's his name. And he did it was on a video about him, and the video was titled 36 Reasons Why Houston, Texas Sucks. So I sent him a comment telling him my bad experiences that I had in Texas. And Catherine sent me a comment saying this to me: fuck you. You don't know nothing about me nor my family. And everywhere is the same. It is not 1999. It is 2018. And that made me angry. That made me lost it. And I just sent all these comments, these angry comments. I don't remember what they were, and I just lost it. And when I went to send her another comment, saying positive things to her and apologizing, she didn't send me a comment at all. And I saw one of these comments she left that people left on her channel, and she was saying she was seeing like these weird short comments, and it was about these, and she was replying to these people about her dogs. She had these little dogs, and there was this video on her channel that had her like filming these dogs playing around, and there was some country music playing in the background. This girl was like, I think she was a girl or a grown woman, I don't know. She was like very antisocial and just weird and angry. You know, like I remember on a video that Winston Wu talked about women in America, like they're just mad all the time. Some of them, they're just angry, and they just have a chip on their shoulder. and I think Catherine is one of those women. Um, yeah, yeah. So yeah. Okay, here's the next person. This is my best friend in the world. This is my close friend. Not really. Man Beast Morris. Man Beast is a YouTuber from Detroit, and I liked one of his videos. His videos were very hilarious. I mean, he he made this video called about the radio, and it's titled "Angry Man Getting Angry Over the Radio." And he was just saying a lot of funny stuff about the radio. Like he was making fun of who he was making fun of. He was making fun of Lil Wayne and all these singers. It was just hilarious. And he did something about did a nice thing about wishing all the good mothers on Mother's Day. There was a video that he uploaded. It was titled let's see what's titled. It was a video that he did a response about Kanye West and what he was saying, and I got that. I mean a lot of you saw that on a video that I posted on my YouTube channel. It's titled the U.S. Matrix 2, more on the United States of America. Man Beast is in that video. It was just basically a bunch of YouTube videos that I just put together to make that video to show how America is. And Man Beast is on there. Like he's just bashing Kanye West and what he was saying. I remember I left a comment on that. I remember left a comment on that video that I got that clip from, and he sent me a comment. It didn't make a lot of sense, but I kind of figured out I knew what he was saying. He was talking about slavery was a choice, and all that, and I agree with them. And when I went to comment, he didn't comment it back at all. No comment at all. Zero comments. Okay. The next person. This is Daily Driven Exotics. It's a guy from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, and he I watched this video on his channel of him getting pulled over by a Beverly Hills police officer, and the Beverly Hills police officer told him that he needed a driver's license to drive in California, and he said he gonna get him for having an exhaust on his sports car. And I sent a comment on his channel, giving my opinion on his channel, and he didn't comment back, but I got all these crazy comments from people who subbed to him. I guess Cho Dooley, and who said that I read your comment and it turned out to be an essay. I didn't bother reading it. And why I gotta hear that? I don't care. Like, it's just a comment. Like, I don't care. I don't care what you think about it. Then I was getting all these crazy comments. A lot of them said that, oh, what you said. I mean, what you said didn't make any sense, and you don't have no idea what you're talking about, and why did you write a book? You weren't even there. And one of them that said what I said to Cho Dooley that didn't make any sense. And when I asked him, hey, what did I say didn't make any sense? He wouldn't comment. But I think the next day after I made that video on my channel, titled Angelinos Are the Worst, he had the nerve to send me a comment stating that the word the word that I typed on the title of my video didn't make it, was misspelled. He told me this is how you spell the word worse, and he said that you misspelled the word worse. Then when I sent him a comment, I said, okay, if you can tell me I misspelled a word, then why come you can't tell me what I said didn't make any sense? And one person, instead of him commenting on me, one person butted in and told me this: get off, bro. Yeah. Okay, Daily Driven Exotics deleted that comment I left on this video, so that comment's gone. He deleted it, so it's gone. So Daily Driven Exotics is antisocial, and so is the people who are attacking me when I left that comment on his video were antisocial as well. And they didn't want to talk to you, and they just like their communication skills are in the toilet. Okay, here's the next one, and it's two people. This is 13 Devil Fighter Steven and Elisa Grace. Yes, I remember those two. I remember those two very, very well. I got my first comment from 13 Devil Fighter Steven when I dropped a comment on Yeager the Russian's channel. And he sent me a comment saying that everything I said was true, talking about he was fatigued and he was tired and all. I think it was about me. The comment was about me saying that about see what I said about. What I said was about trying to remember here, trying to think here. I think, yeah, he was commenting on me about what I was saying about I don't care about me not caring about nice cars and a big mansion and a lot of money, And I think it was just one day. Okay, the day after that, when I went to my YouTube channel, when I went to my YouTube account, I got this comment from Elisa Grace. Elisa Grace told me that accused me of being obsessed with Igor or Yeager, saying I'm obsessed with them, and I have a parasocial relationship with them, and she stated that I need to go see a therapist. And I went and told her that I wasn't obsessed with him. I was busy, you know. I know he was real busy and he didn't want to talk to me at all, you know, because he was busy. He was, and she stated that he was not obligated to respond to me. And I said, yeah, I know he wasn't unable to respond to me. He's busy. He can't talk to me. And I told her that I wasn't obsessed with him, and told her about myself and how I am. And instead of her replying to me back, 13 Devil Fighter Steven responds to me instead of her, saying this: "Please forgive me, sir." So that was kind of weird, and that led to me making that video titled "Seeing a Shrink Won't Help You at All." Seeing a shrink isn't going to help you. I think that's what the title of that video is. Yeah. Okay. The next person. The next guy was Jordan Kellington. I don't have a picture of him. Okay, Jordan Kellington is a rock hard conservative. Okay. He sent me a comment. When I commented on this channel called Osmole or something like that. It was this guy from Ireland or some country in Europe talking about America isn't the greatest country in the world, and he was saying a lot of things about America, the highest prison population and the death penalty is murder, and the country doesn't have universal health care. Then when I talked about universal health care on this channel, saying there's a guy that told me that universal health care is straight out of Hitler's playbook, and all these different people were sending me comments saying that I was wrong, and you in New Manchester you are wrong, and Jordan Kellington went and told me this about universal health care. Universal health care taxes are high, and doctors are going to be paid less, and hospitals are going to be shut down, and doctors are going to find another line of work. So I ended up making a response video to Jordan Kellington. I said, I don't want to go back and forth with you on this, so you need to watch a video that I posted on my channel. Okay, he watched the video that I posted on my channel, which is titled "A Universal Healthcare Response to Jordan Kellington." I think that wasn't one of my best videos, and but what I said in that video about universal healthcare, about the healthcare system in America, was true. He went and put a dislike, and he said something I didn't want to bother going back and forth with him at all. Okay, here's the last person. And I think you guys know him. And he's not from the United States. He's from Russia, and here is his photo. This person's name is Stephen B. I received a reply from Stephen B on that video that I made for Winston Wu, titled "A Message for Winston Wu," where I did a video at a roadside picnic area along a major highway, and I was telling Winston about myself, and Stephen B sent a comment. I think it was one of those comments that he made a reply to me telling one of my subs, Martel the Cool, about Texas. And Stephen B, he's from Texas, and he saw all the comments I was saying about Texas, a lot of them. First, he went back and forth with someone who commented me, who sent me a comment saying that they were shocked that I lived in Texas. And Stephen B went back and forth with this person, and after that I sent a comment to him telling her that I don't like bickering on my channel and all. And I wanted to get to know Stephen B, but Stephen B he was an asshole, and he smarted off to me saying this. It goes like this. Okay, I said, after I told him I don't like bickering on the channel, bickering on my channel, he gave me a like. He gave me a like on my comment. Then when I send him another comment, I told him I was going to go overseas again. I was going to the UK again, and he said this: I haven't been there to the latter, and he just smarted off using these big words. He was highly educated, like he's better than me or some sort. So I just kept my cool and just wanted to talk to the guy, but this guy just kept smarting off and just kept being an asshole. And I was saying something to him, and he just ignored everything I said. And he talked about he asked me what was my handle, and I said, my handle? You talking about the name of my YouTube channel? Then he said this: no, I'm trying to get to Wu's website, meaning Winston Wu's website. And why in the world he want to get to Winston Wu's website for? Like, and he was bashing Winston Wu, calling him a crybaby and saying that too much of Winston Wu is toxic. And I said, well, since you're being an asshole, you need to get off my channel, okay? And I think this guy was nothing more than a troll. That's all he was. Okay, the next guy. Igor the Russian. The guy from Mother Russia. Yay, yay, yay. Do the bubbly yak, yok, yok. Igor the Russian. The mighty Russian. Yeah. Igor, whatever his name is. Got some stories from my close and best friend for life, Captain Brandon Horror Lover. He been changing his username all the time. He called himself Captain Brandon Ulysses and Captain Brandon Mr. Rockabilly, wherever. I'm just gonna call him Captain Brandon Horror Lover, or just Brandon. Okay, my friend Brandon, or Captain Brandon Horror Lover, told me some stories about Igor the Russian, saying that this guy is shady and he wears his emotion on his sleeves, and he's very suspicious of others, and he takes people, Americans who have a brain, who don't have a brain at all. It's like some of them like have half a brain, saying that he takes his American subs and he wears his emotions on his sleeves, and saying that like a lot of Americans, everybody but him, is a moron. And also my friend Captain Brandon told me that he put down a post on Winston Wu's Happier Abroad forum site. I don't remember what he said, but it was some shitty stuff, I guess. And Captain Brandon told me that the guy was super shady, and he never sends replies to anybody. And, I used to sub to him, but I don't sub to him anymore after my friend Captain Brandon told me about him. And yeah, I noticed he was kind of shady, and I thought that maybe it was just like just the lifestyle in America just made him like this. But when he went back to Russia, he was the same, and I'm thinking maybe he'll probably change, but I was wrong. I thought Igor was a cool guy, but boy, was wrong. After my friend Captain Brandon told me about him. Yeah, and I just drop replies, and this guy never replies, and that led me to these two weirdo couples that to tell me that I need to see a therapist. Said I have a passive social relationship with him, and he was not obligated to respond to me. Well, these two guys, Cap 13 Devil Fighter Steven and Elisa Grace, well, I think they're subbing to this guy. I don't know, they're just browsing through his channel. I don't know, they're casual YouTube channel browsers. I don't know, but these guys don't know nothing about Igor, or if my friend Captain Brandon told them about Igor, they probably wouldn't care. They probably wouldn't respond at all. I'm just gonna say this. All these people that I brought up on this video, except Igor, who's not a North American. He's a European, so he's from Europe. So I'm gonna leave him out of this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him out of this. I'm gonna just focus on I'm just focus on people like I'm just gonna focus on people like Tia Loves Ya, Rainbow Dash 72 and his band of Misfits, Dan Will, Amber, Tino Ever, Catherine the Venture Channel, Man Beast Morris, Daily Driven Exotics, and all of his wackos who attacked me on his video, on one of his videos. 13 Devil Fighter Steven and Elisa Grace, Jordan Kalington, and Stephen B. I'm just gonna say this about these people. I mean, Daily Driven Exotics, he's a Canuck, he's a Canadian. People in Canada are antisocial and cliquish. I mean, just like in America, everybody is closed. They have an ice wall barrier. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to get to know you or meet you. I'm just going to focus on these North Americans. I'm going to focus on these people. It seems to me that these people don't know how to talk to anybody anymore. It's like these people don't know how to talk to people. It's like their communication skills are shot and just in the toilet. It's like no one doesn't know how to talk to one another anymore. Everybody's all weird, antisocial, and cliquish, and in the box, and they put this ice wall barrier around them. They don't want to talk to you, and it's just common in countries, and it just goes on in countries like the United States and Canada. It's like, I say to myself, why waste my time going nuts and crying and just losing it or because I can't communicate and just have a conversation and just communicate and connect with these people. Yeah, and all of these people are just socially disconnected. And people like that are the reason why people like my friend Martel the Cool, who's alone and have no one to talk to. and for some reason, these people like him and me, seeing a therapist will help us. Like, it won't help us at all. The problem is with society. Is people who are just totally disconnected and don't want to have human or social connection with others. That's the problem. But these therapists and people in America just don't see that at all. And it's just sad. And people from other foreign countries who just bleed and breathe and believe in social human connection with others see this, and they're just completely shocked at how people in North American countries like the United States and Canada are. They just see how these people are. And it's just sad. It's really sad. I mean, they're just shocked. You know, and I remember a guy by the name of what's his name? Sly Jones. He's saying that things in America need to change. Nothing's not gonna change at all, because everything's gonna stay the same. Things are gonna change if if another 9/11 happens, and if 9/11 happens, people will start coming together and start treating each other right. And and I saw this. I remember after 9/11, at a subway in New York City, someone offered a seat to someone. They didn't say anything. They just offered them a seat. And I was just shocked at this, like, looking back on this, like, I mean, after 9/11 just went away, I mean, it just back to business as usual. Anti-socialness, cliquishness, everybody's in a bubble, a big ice barrier. Everybody's talking shit to one another, tearing each other apart and putting each other down and driving people crazy and making them go on mass shootings and making them see therapists and getting doped up on pills. I'm just shocked at this. I mean, after 9/11 happened, when those two scumbag terrorists flew those planes in the twin towers of the World Trade Center buildings in New York City, after those pieces of shit flew those two planes in those two World Trade Center buildings, everybody just started treating each other right. I mean, you turn on the TV, turn on the talk shows, everybody's all civil and just talking to one another, treating each other right. I mean, then when after all of that died away, it was back to business as usual. And I'm saying to myself, like, why come everybody in America can be like this? I mean, I'm gonna say this, like, I wish everybody in America was the way they are during the 9/11 period. Everybody was treating each other right. Someone offered someone a seat on a subway in New York City. I mean, New York, nobody wasn't like walking all over each other and knocking each other down. None of that shit. I guess it takes another 9/11 to get people in America to be to change everybody's tune here in the United States. I mean, that's sad. I mean, it takes a piece of shit terrorist to destroy a building in a city to get everybody to come together. Wow. 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 Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why everybody in America is like that. It must be something in the water that everybody's drinking to make everybody act like this. Or maybe it's just, maybe it was 9/11 and, and that led to TSA agents being at airports all across the country and stewardess on commercial flights and international flights out of this country acting like total jackasses, smiling jackasses. If someone acts up on a plane, they and security get together and wrestle someone down and beat someone down, and they turn into Mighty Mouse. Here I come to save the day. It's Mighty Mouse here today. Oh God. This country is fucked up. This country is nothing more than, I mean, antisocial people who will be in groups, weirdos, shady people, like just garbage galore. I mean, the United States, in my opinion, just a gigantic Texas-sized pile of vomit covered in Skittles, M&Ms, dead cockroaches, and a rainbow over it. That's what the United States is. And that vomit came out of Andre the Giant. Yeah. Not Andre the Giant, the Big Show, Paul White. Yeah, that guy. The WWE wrestler. It's like Paul White it's like the United States is like Paul White just walked up into a parking lot. He felt sick and he just threw up and he just created that huge pile of vomit. Then a 9-year-old girl comes up and sprinkles Skittles and M&Ms all over it. And a bunch of cockroaches, an army of cockroaches just came up to the big pile of vomit and just died. And then God came along and just created a rainbow over it. That's the United States of America. God, I mean, people in America who live in big cities, not the people who live in rural areas who are down to earth and easy to talk to. It's like people in these big cities here in America, it's like their communication skills are shot and in the toilet. Their communication skills are just dog shit. It's like they just don't know how to talk to people. And it's weird. It's like, I mean, you can live in the same neighborhood as somebody and they won't come up and to get to know you and cement a friendship and won't invite you over for dinner and get to know you. Like, none of that stuff. It's like they don't want to know you. It's like, and I got a neighbor who's like this. I mean, I remember I came back from the cruise, came back from that European cruise that I went on in 2017, the summer of 2017, in the month of July, and my neighbor called the police. I think when me and my sister got in the house and we went to unpack, we heard a doorbell ring, and and my sister opened up the door, and it was a police officer. And the police officer said that we want to know if everybody's all right. And my sister told us the police officer said this, well, we heard that nobody wasn't at home, and the police, and my sister told the police officer, well, we went on a cruise to Europe. And the police officer was thrilled about it. It was a woman, and she was all thrilled about us going on a cruise and all. And my neighbor who called the police was a wacko and a nutcase. I'm gonna say he's a wacko. He's Looney Tunes, and he just some he was just some scrawny, out of shape redneck with a big fat beer belly gut. And he has a wife. His wife is like overweight. His wife was just super fat. Like, you know those people on that television show, My 600-pound life. That woman was that fat. That's how, like, she was like sumo wrestler fat, like super fat. And my neighbor was a wacko. He was a guy. He was paranoid. Like, if something bad happens to us, he'll go and call the police. But he wouldn't like, he'll talk to you, but he won't invite you over for dinner, like get to know you and all. He just talk and just wave at you, and that's it. Say hi, how you doing? And that's it. Just fuck off. That's it. I remember he came over to my house telling me that his daughter drove his car into the front yard of my house, and he was acting weird and acting nuts. He was telling me about it, and I couldn't get a word in. This guy just kept talking, and wouldn't let me say a word. And I remember my sister went to say something to him one day, tell him what she was going through, and he just ignored her and just walked away. Just walked away. And I remember he came over and talked to me like, okay, if something suspicious and weird happens in the neighborhood, he'll come up and talk to you. But if everything's okay, he won't come up and talk to you at all. And I remember I had a neighbor who lived in the same house he was before he lived there. It was an old guy. And him and these people who were from South Dakota. It was this old guy. He came up to me and talked to me. Just had a conversation with me. He was telling me about how hot it is, and he had this weather bug in his truck on his computer on the driver information center of his truck, telling him like how hot and how cold it was. And he just came up and talked to me. We just had a conversation. We just talked back and forth to one another. Now I think he was from from the rural areas of South Dakota. He was a nice guy. He was a nice old guy, and I had a decent conversation with him. And I just wish like everybody in America was like him, like, in the big cities, but that's not gonna happen. Yeah. Just want to make this video, just want to get this off of my chest, Just want to tell you that what I went through on YouTube when I started out on YouTube, And yeah, and I heard my friend Captain Brandon Horror Lover is going to tell me more about Mother Russia, the country of Russia. And you're gonna tell me how it is in Russia, because I talked about on some replies I left on some replies that I gave to him. We went back and forth about Russia and all. Yeah. Okay. Okay. If you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. If you want to sub to my channel. If you like the videos on my channel, go right ahead. Hit that subscribe button. And you'll get some new Manchester style content from me. All right. That's the end of this video. I'll talk to you later. See you later. Bye.